Elections are very important important activity of the country. So in this photo shows election staff using an elephant to carry polling material and EVMs. EVMs, I hope you know, electronic voter machines, to polling stations located in difficult terrain. So this is a tedious process. It is not an easy process to go to the areas where no that conveyance is there, no transport is there, but elections has to be taken place there also. So they use whatever medium they can use, and here you can see they are using the elephant to go to the difficult terrains areas. I fear this person doesn't fall down. So okay, so these all kind of difficulties used to come over there where elections has to be taken place, but nevertheless the process has to go on, and the people of India, they are hardworking and they reach the people that areas and complete the election process. Now the last topic of today's lecture is, who are the people in the parliament? So we studied about parliament, that parliament is the lawmaking body. Now we are electing the representatives also, and they are going to the parliament. Now the representatives whom we are electing, who are these people? So parliament represent the nation. What do you understand by this? Parliament represent the nation means our country. So if anybody see the parliament of any country, he or she should have the idea of how the country is. Represent the nation means it is representing the culture of the country, the traditions of the country, the people of the country, because the representatives, the members of the parliament who are the representatives, they are coming from the different sections and from the different areas of the country. So they are representing their cultures, their traditions, so that you can say that parliament represent the nation, parliament represent the country, and parliament from various background participate in the parliament. So people, here parliament is not there, people from various background participate in the parliament. Either they are from rural areas or regional parties are there. So people from different backgrounds participate in the parliament. And there has been increase in political participation from Dalit and backward classes. So these are the backward classes which were not given rights to vote first, but now as everyone has the right to vote, and there are reservation in the parliament also for some weaker sections of the society. Okay, like Dalits are there, backward classes are there. So there has been increase in the political participation from Dalit and backward classes to ensure that communities that have been historically marginalized are given adequate representation. So why are they participating now? Because there has to be adequate representation from all the sections of the society. Earlier these communities, they were historically marginalized. Marginalized means they were kept aside. They were not allowed to participate in these kind of activities, but now they are also participating in the parliament and giving their ideas. So reservation of seats in parliament for SCs and STs also. So there is some reservation of seats in the parliament for scheduled castes and scheduled tribes. Similarly, so now we saw that there are people from the different sections of the society, from the backward classes also, but there is one more important part of the society which has to be in the parliament, that is the women. Women is equally important in building up the developed society. So similarly, there has been demand for the reservation of seats for women also. So earlier only 10 to 12% reservation was there for the women. Still it is not so much as equal to the men. So why they should get reservation? Because due to very low representation of women MPs in parliament. So still there is very low representation of women MPs in parliament, and to make parliament truly representative means if all the sections of the society are participating equally in the parliament, from the men section, from the women section, from the lower section, then only we can say that parliament is truly representative. Okay. So here you can see that in the Lok Sabha total seats are 543, and out of that 412 are for general category, 84 are for scheduled caste, 47 are for scheduled tribes. So you can see the areas which are shaded with this light pink, or you can say which color is this, I don't know. So general 412 seats, so more number for general areas, then this blue part for scheduled caste. So you can see in between wherever this scheduled caste areas are there, so it is important that from that areas only the people from scheduled caste only can stand up for the elections, and in the green part is for the scheduled tribal areas, and from that part the people, only those who are from scheduled tribes can stand up for the elections. So this is how you see that who are the people in the parliament. From the different sections of the society, people participate in the parliament, and they have some percent of reservation also in the parliament. Okay, so for today only this much. We have